It's all right. We're about that part of my chest.
Aden, we got you now. Good evening, folks. Aden's strong. Yeah, you said
That's his poo face.
Zoom out a little bit, Aden.
We're zooming out. We're zooming out. We're zooming out.
Yeah, looking better. Bit more.
I seem to be.
That's better. That's good. That's it. Perfect.
That's it.
Leave it there. Good evening, one and all. Sorry about the confusion. We had software updates. We had all sorts, and Aiden's brand new to Skype.
I'm a virgin Skyper.
It's Virgin Skyper.
It's not very often you say I'm a virgin to anything, but I'm a virgin Skyper.
I'll say good evening to one or two people first. Good evening, Coyle. Good Manic. Manic, you're a second. You weren't top, but you weren't far out. That's Jay. Manic. Jay is Jay again. Simon Bridgewater. Good evening, Simon. Scrolling down. There's Aden, look. Yo, yo, yo.
Yo, yo, yo.
David. Andy Harris. Good evening. Adrian. Good evening. I'm scrolling through. Justin. Good evening. Curly Chew. Shane Gibson.
My wife, that Justin.
Dion. Keith Parker. Good evening, Keith. How's your back, Keith? Pav. Good evening. Are we live yet? Yeah, we ran a little late tonight. We don't normally, so couple of minutes.
Blame Aden.
I'm blaming Aden. It's never happened before, has it, folks?
Well, see, it's a bit like the Savs. This is what happens when I'm on the show. I'll tell you what, though, Pav is one of the most loveliest people I've ever met in life.
Yeah, sound is.
We went to when we were at the expo, we went to go and have a beer with Alan's Orion's Braces.
Yeah.
And we bought a beer, put it down. I went and got my camera at the side to try, film some footage so like we were all talking. So somebody had left a chair where the actual forks at the back had broke. So they pushed them back forward. So I sit back down on it, straight over, arse over tit. So I'm sitting on Pav's knee next week.
I must just turn my phone off. That's it. Otherwise, that will ring or something daft.
Mine's on mute.
JD, yeah, you always forget, don't you? JD, TZ, Kieran, good evening. You back? Oh, here we go. That flight into Liverpool. I'll bet it was, Kieran. Side winds. Yeah, so you're back home now. Bill Richards, good evening, Bill. Daniel, good evening. And Lynn Smith, good evening. Both my spanners are in. Great stuff.
Oh, full spanners.
Not that we ever need them, Aden. Do you need spanners much when you do your 3 men and a vape?
Only when I'm tied to my nuts. That's the only time no, we don't need any spanners at all. We're one of them shows where we don't really have any trouble. You
don't have any trouble. Well, I don't think tonight's guest needs any introduction, really. I think most people know you, Aden. Most people in chat will know you, I'm sure.
In a good way or a bad way, but
I'm sure it's in a good way. And you got your own YouTube channel, and of course, 3 Men and a Vape, which is on tomorrow night at what time?
8 p.m. We're hoping you might not have such a long day tomorrow, and maybe show your face.
I'll do what
because you are one of the most well-known guests on our show.
No, I don't believe that. I don't believe that.
Mate, you've been on more times than anybody else.
Someone else has turned in.
So, yeah, it's the birthday show. We're hoping Simon might come out of retirement just for one show.
Well, if Simon does,
now we've got Flat Cap on, but we're hoping you're going to be there. James Drawbridge is coming on. I think we've got Vic Mullins on. We've got quite a number of people coming on. James, you're always more than welcome. You know that.
Come on. See what the crack is, isn't it? What I'm doing.
So it's the birthday show, so it's going to be nice to be able to get quite a number of people on.
So how long is that? How many years?
This is the first year of this show.
Oh, of course, because
it's 2 years because we did the late vape show before.
Yeah.
So that were like over a year of that, and then we started the 3 Men and a Vape show.
Right, excellent. Curly Chew. Did I say? I think I did.
And then obviously before that was on the one and only Last of the Summer Vapes, which was a corking show.
Mm. Yeah. So you've got a new guest now as well, haven't you?
They're not a new guest, he's a new caster.
Sorry, I apologise. Slap my own wrist. A new caster, of course. Yeah.
Yeah, he's obviously we love Simon to bits, and obviously his life's changed a little bit. especially his job over in Bury. So he couldn't actually do the show all the time. So he said, look, I'm going to have to stand down for a little while. Hopefully he's going to come back. But we've got the wonderful Flat Cap, which I think he's an absolute fantastic bloke, a massively great reviewer. I think he's going to fit really well. What do you think of Flat Cap as a reviewer, Mark? Obviously, you've been around the block a bit.
I think he's superb, and I think it was Gaz that introduced this, like the slideshow, the dimensions with the and I thought, wow, why hasn't anyone else done that? You know, what a cracking thing to do. But I did look at actually doing that. I was going to copy him. But I know.
So you want about the bits where he puts the from it. The pointers.
Yeah, like the line, like showing the height and showing the dimension and stuff.
Well, yeah. I'll tell you what, go back 2 years ago. I was doing that 2 years ago.
Were you?
Yeah, go back and watch my reviews. I was doing that 2 years ago.
Oh, do you know what I hadn't noticed?
Flat Cap, so yesterday. Honestly, so yesterday. See, this is what happens. They all pick the little bits up from Little Bro. No joking, but I did do it quite a number. But his quality of his video and the way he does stuff is really top notch.
Yeah.
And another lad as well, Pud Puff. I think he does a really good review as well.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I like Gaz. He's easy watching and he's chilled. He doesn't get he doesn't get phased as he is. I like him. I think he's great. Well,
that's how you run your reviews. If you look at how your reviews, I hope you don't mind me saying I'm going to say it, but are very simple.
Oh. Nodding off.
If somebody doesn't want all the yo-yo-yos and all them little bits in between it and a stupid joke at the front and they want to just watch, how does it break apart? How do you put it back together again? And how do you put a build in it? That's exactly what your review is.
Mine is very ABC, I guess. And it's done as more of an instructional thing in a way than it is a review. Because I always find it hard as I've got an online business, had to review something and say something's really good and go out and buy it. That always comes across wrong because, it looks like there's a conflict of interest there, doesn't it? So all I'm doing is showing, here's the product. Yes, I like it or don't like it, or this is what I think is wrong with it or right with it. And this is how you put a coil in it. And that is normally embedded then under the product on the website. So if someone buys it, they know how to use it.
But when you're doing it, obviously when you do a review, I was always taught by, obviously the way I was taught was by my brother Solo and also Aden from Great British Vapes. They sort of like taught me how to do reviews. And they always taught me to do a shit sandwich. Don't completely go out. You've got certain people who go out there and go, it's absolutely crap, it's shit, it's no good for anybody. But then you get a device that's maybe in the £20 market, and you also get a device that's in an £80 market. So you've got to review it in the £20 market, not in the £80 market. So if it's sitting down in the £20 market and you think, do you know what, it's not bad where it sits there, that's what you review it as. Do you have the same sort of thing, or do you think you should go full out and go, this is absolutely shit? Or
I tend to not. If I think something is poor, I don't tend to review it, to be honest, because I don't. There was an exception to that. I did one of the Tesla. It was the all-in-one device, one of the very first Tesla with the Biro spring coil. Do you remember it?
Yeah.
And I thought, I watched a few other reviews. I got the sample through and I thought, I'm not buying these, they're garbage. And I watched a few other samples and I thought, have they been paid or have they got a different product to me? So I then felt I should do a review because people are spending their hard-earned money on these things and they were honestly chronic. So I did. But other than that, I haven't really done a really slating review. I don't think there's any.
You sent me over this,
which
was the, exactly what I'm going to say, the Fatoon.
Yeah.
Now, the flavour from this is absolutely corking, but the thing about Fatoon we both know, they go over the top with sort of stuff. I love the Aquamaster.
They're a little bit weird. Yeah, they're a little bit weird. They do weird things, don't they?
The Aquamaster, I absolutely love. I wish I could have got the version 2 to review on that one. But this one, what's that? The Fatoon, what is it?
It's the Aquamaster RDA.
Yeah,
no, this one isn't. This isn't the Aquamaster. This is.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it is because I've got one here. I had one arrive the other day.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, it's the RDA.
Yeah.
So this one again with the the way the actual the cotton sits and the way the top is, the flavour from it is absolutely corking.
If
but
you're not careful, if you don't put the cap on right, you drag the cotton round with it, don't you?
Yeah.
And you know, so yes, but that Futon stuff is quirky, always is. But the one thing he always gets, to my view, right is flavour.
Oh, the flavour off it's great.
Yeah,
flavour.
Yeah,
great.
I think I reviewed this about a few months back, maybe about 4 or 5 months back, and the flavour from it is absolutely corking.
It's a lot airier than I expected it to be, as well. It's very airy.
The other thing as well is that stupid gap between the top cap. You didn't need that.
I agree.
Yeah, but
it could have been better than that.
Yeah. If you change the drip tip, it's not as. If you change the dripper, it's not as bad though, is it?
Yeah, but it looks a tip when you change the drip tip.
Let's put it up. You're talking about that, aren't you?
Yeah.
Oh, you can't.
See, I don't mind that.
We're in delay, but if you're
on wide open, it's fine.
If you're on wide open, which to be fair, that wide open is very wide open. It then goes to, you know, a sensible looker. But yeah, it is a bit odd. I'll give you that. But
again, when you take the top cap off and you put other drip tips on it, again, it doesn't quite look right.
No.
I think if they was going to re-look how they would have done it, like you said, Mark, on your own review, the flavour is absolute corking from it. And it's a wonderful dripper because they couldn't make their mind up whether it was going to be a dripper or an RDA. Yeah. 1 minute they were going to send another pin out, and then they wasn't going to send a pin out.
Yeah. Either a bottom feeder or a dripper, were they? But yeah, predominantly, I think he wanted it as a dripper. But then everyone said, I want to use it on a squonk mod, so he felt compelled to send. I mean, give me his due, he sent me all the pins for everything, all the stock that I'd bought, you know, to forward on to people. So
Phil Richards were on about there with it being the same as the velocity, which I've got somewhere around about here. The old velocity is, it's obviously the velocity had the more of the top airflow as well.
Yeah.
But you unscrewed it on the same way. The other thing as well, have you tried a mesh building it yet, James?
No, I haven't. I literally only got it the other day. I've just banged a set of Clapton, single Clapton in it.
Again, I don't know what version you've got of this. Obviously, the version that got sent out to me they were an absolute nightmare. Because when you're trying to put the clamps in, because obviously the work where you tighten them up and they come back out and come back in, the springs pop out.
Yeah.
Now, maybe on the second version or the third version, I phoned you up, didn't I, Mark?
You had that. Salford had that. I never had that. The springs never come out.
Me and Salford.
Yeah. I thought, what is it with you two?
But I actually rang you up, didn't I? And I got my wife searching around here where I am to find this spring. Absolute nightmare.
So the
sign went in.
Question of the day, Aden: if you lost it, would you buy another one? That's a no. Just
yeah, and no. The thing is, it probably is a no. The flavour from it, like you said, is corking. I just think the way they've done obviously the clamps they should go in this way.
Yeah.
Now, if you got a bit of bad machining or anything like that, they sort of go like that way, or.
Yeah.
I don't know about your version, what you've got, James.
Mine's fine. I don't know. It's got that. I mean, I don't know how you get a mesh building. That'd be tiny.
But it's supposed to take mesh, isn't it? I didn't do that either. But
yeah, I fitted it in and it just worked. But because my things were going like one in and one out, it sort of pulled the mesh down. It
doesn't make sense to the mesh because you want to keep mesh flat and it looks like it would curve it when you tighten it down.
I will do though. I will have a look. That's a good point.
I did try it. It pulled one side down.
Right.
But that was because if yours is actually going in flush. Like going in that way.
Yeah.
What I mean is
because sort of walking its way.
Yeah. Because of the shape of the legs, though, it's going to curve You need flat for mesh, don't you? Really?
Yeah, but that's where you'd actually put one of them. You've got them rods. them big rods. You'd put that. And then bend it over the top and then feed it in. That's what I would try.
Yeah, no, I know that bit. But what I'm on about is the shape of the clamps.
They've got that funny shape on the clamp, haven't they, to hold the wiring?
So when you clamp the mesh up, it's going to curl round at the edges, so you're going to get hot spots, aren't you? That's why I would a mesh.
Can I get rid of that? Let's see if I can. You got your name above you, Jay, and it's right across your forehead. So
Oh, is it?
I'm just going to get rid of that.
He's had that a few times. I won't tell you what it said.
While I'm doing that, that runs us nicely into what we're vaping on tonight. So, James, kick us off, and I'll get into that thing.
I am on the lovely little Wismec CB60 with the Ed Zachary on the top. Because it's Ed Zachary like the original. And I've got some Blake 7 tobacco in that from work at Aden Vaping. And then I've got the double barrel with the K Solomon mesh tank on it. Really enjoying that. And that's got some purple slush in that from work.
That's the answer to mesh, Aden.
Yeah, that's Solomon. What a machine. Then I've got the lovely Stabwood mod.
In a little while.
The Aether from Ultrana with the one we were talking about a minute ago on the top.
Yeah, the Futoon.
The Futoon Aquamaster RDA. Very nice bit of kit. I'm enjoying that. I've got some butterscotch custard in that. And then finally, I've got my slightly modified SXK billet box. Slightly modified because it's now a mech. And in that, I've got some Berry Madness.
Berry Madness.
What, from Just Juice?
No, from work. Our own flavours. This stuff, see? advaping.com. There you go.
And sometimes Jay's boss watches, and I was trying to encourage the fact that he should get more samples from work to be using.
Mark, we were talking about this on, I think it was 3 Minute Vape Show. We were on about, can you remember years ago when you used to get bottles of pop and you used to take it back to your pub? Yeah. You used to get like 5-10 pence or whatever. Now, can you imagine them having their own juices all in an optic? So just say they had 6 or 7 of their own juices.
Yeah.
And what they did then was they went up and they brought the 30ml bottle, it were whatever they wanted, and they went, filled it up, screwed the top. Would you get away with that with TPD?
You would with the juice, but not with the nicotine. Because what I was thinking of doing, if you could have done it, was have an optic for the different strengths of the nicotine. So like you put 2 10 mils in 100, for instance.
Yeah.
So you'd have one for 6, one for 3, one for 0, etc. And you just go like that and fill the bottle. But obviously you can't because they have to be in a pre-filled bottle, don't they?
What your nicotine needs to be?
Yeah, nicotine needs to be in a 10ml bottle.
You can't have nicotine that's the crucial
nicotine
part,
that's the problem. Yeah.
So do you think, obviously, you could do it the other way around then? Obviously, you went up, you filled your bottle, and then you went and tipped your nick shots into it and shook it.
Yeah, you could do that.
Do that, I guess. Yeah. I wouldn't
have it on draft.
Yeah.
Have it like a bar.
Draft juice.
The bottles you used to get your money back on, Aden, they were Corona bottles, which isn't a very good topic at the moment, of course.
I don't think Corona was out at that time.
It was Corona bottles you used to get.
It was our White's lemonade.
No, it was.
No, we had the Corona man who came around with the bottles and used to put your bottles out and he'd put a few squids back, like.
Oh no, well we didn't have Corona. We used to have Jones's Pops.
Same sort
of Pops.
Well, what he did, I'll tell you what, he was the bloke. Honestly, never sold anything for about 2 weeks. He knocked next door's cat over.
Oh shit!
Oh
yeah, everybody went absolutely nuts.
that's not
especially when it reversed backwards. It was not good.
Oh, increased sales. So, what are you vaping on, Aden?
What am I vaping on? I've got the Aegis 2-in-1 Swank mod, but I've actually got it in like the solo version of it. I'm proper loving that. I wish it were a 21700, but it's still nice with the Falcon King on top. Not the version 2. I ain't got the version 2 out yet. And in that, I've got some just been sent out. I've got proper excited when it turned up as well because it come in glass bottles.
Oh, I love glass bottles with a drink.
The King Kong Gorilla, and this is the blue pancakes, blueberry pancakes.
Oh, that sounds nice.
Blue waffle.
Blue waffle. We all know about the blue waffle. Whatever you do, don't go and Google it. Absolutely fantastic. In that, also I've got.
Don't know.
Do not go to Google.
I never forget Mark's face when he Googled that. That was hysterical that day.
Mate, it was just a brilliant show completely, that. And then the rest of the shows we started used to put across, it was brilliant. Then we've got the Cold Steel 100 from Pro. On top of that, I have got the Kelpie RDA. Where can we get this from, Mark?
Possibly from me, I would say.
Naturevape.
Naturevape's what, roughly about $24.99?
$24.99, I think. Yeah, with a discount code, you'd get sort of about £22.50, wouldn't you? Yeah, 10% off. So, yeah.
Like I said in my review, the actual probably the QC of it, the way it's done, the bits in between it. But I tell you what, it is a flavour banger.
I missed that, Aden, because I'll tell you now, I got as a sample straight away the black one.
Yeah, I got that.
Somewhere the blue one, and there is inside the black one. I might have to just wipe this. Hang on.
Barely noticeable.
Not noticeable at all. And I think it
because the coating in it.
Oh, actually, but you see, I didn't look in there. Have a look in. I don't know if you can see it.
See very well now.
No, you can't really see.
But it's just down to the way it's been designed and machined, isn't it? It's not really a fault as such. Really, to me.
I tell you what, if you sat down there as Vic, you're not going to be very happy that it's going out like that.
Oh,
and also, the other biggest thing that I said at the top is if you're going to have a top cap that's not coming off, then you're going to have it something roughly around about the same as the Pengu Tungu. I have to say Pengu before I do it. You've got to have it where it's you can see that it's not that you pull off.
Yeah.
Where they haven't, they've got like a gap. So unfortunately, the quality control of the way they built it, in my mind, is not great.
It's because they've made the top cap and the things in two separate stages to make it easy to make.
Yeah.
Because trying to get all those intricate bits in there in one go out of a solid block would be a nightmare. Yeah. That's why they've done it that way.
So we were talking earlier about the cost of something. This is a $24.99 RDA. It's not sat down there at massive bucks. What about the flavour? The flavour is absolutely corking. I have got no problem with the flavour with this. It's very easy.
I think it looks nice and it vapes nice.
I think it's very dated, the look. I'm going to be honest. Vic's one of my mates. I think the world of him. It sits down here, and I think it's very dated. I don't think it's like an up-to-date RDA.
But
I quite like it.
I don't find the looks a lot of. How do you change a dripper? Really, that does it look dated? I don't mind the looks. I'm quite happy with the looks, to be honest with you. It shouldn't have been. It shouldn't have come machined how it did, but. Yes, you don't notice it on the inside. Does it reflect the flavour? No, but it still shouldn't have happened. Don't get me wrong.
Well, you don't look at the mantelpiece when you're poking fire, do you?
And the other thing for me is, I mean, this one, mine, with a dripper, I'd like to be able to hold the top and move my mod. It should fit a bit tighter than that, but
again, with mine, I've not got that problem. With either of them, the black one, mine don't just come off.
Right.
I've got none of that problem. So again, it must be the quality control.
Yeah.
I'm only going to obviously I'm a reviewer, you're a reviewer. I'm only going to what I'm on about. I feel that the way it looks is slightly dated. And I'm going back to 2015 of what an RDA looked like. If you go and look at the Buddha and you look at them sort of way on, that's what it sort of got that look of. Nowadays, things are a little bit more domed and they don't quite look as old as this one does. But let's go back. Let me go back down to what I want to tell you is that the flavour from it,
banging.
It's corking.
Yes, it is. Yeah.
You can't get a better RDA for $24.99 that's going to give you that flavour.
Yeah, correct. I'd agree with that. The flavour is spot on.
And a lot of people are saying about the airflow. Like the airflow you've got. It's going down, it's sitting underneath it, and they're saying it's not hitting all of that coil. Well, if it's not hitting all of that coil, maybe it's so good.
Yeah. Yeah, well,
there must be something.
If it's not hitting all the coil, where's all that flavour coming from? But in a nutshell.
And obviously, the way the deck's different, they've got like them bits, instead of the holes, they've got like an oblong shape all the way around it going there. There must be something that's coming around it.
Yeah, definitely. But, I think, listen, anyone can criticise, can't they? Anyone, you know, but for people, it's easy to criticise when you've done nothing yourself, you know. And Vic, the Kelpie I thought was good. The silicon seal in the top for the slidey thing has been a bit problematic. Other than that, flavour very, very good. And the stripper flavour very, very good. But yes, comes with the odd issue as well.
Well, you know, obviously we're talking about that machine bit that actually sits on the deck, so it's nothing to do with going up in the bell. So it's sat on the deck, it goes below it, so it's not going to cause anything like a friction or like that underneath it.
No.
If I, like I said on my review, if there's anything that anybody could do, is less is more with this RDA. Do not overpack it. Fluff that cotton out. Make sure it's nice and tight on your ohms coil.
Either. Yeah, you don't need to go stupid ohms on your own, on your tanks either, on your coils even.
I've had no problem. I've actually had this building here for 2 weeks. Might sound a little bit to some people, but to me, it's the worst than I've had.
Oh, he's gone a bit stuttery. So it's
$24.99.
Bargain.
Is that the end of what you're vaping on, Aden?
Oh no! And then we've got the 18650 from from Artery. I'm loving this. This is really nice. And in that, I've got a little bit.
It's quite striking, isn't it?
This is the Parrot version.
That one.
Yeah, I quite like that. It's quite vibrant.
Got the blue one as well. But the only trouble is the drip tip does fall off. But I've got the Parrot version. In that, I've got some double drip. Nick salts, 20 milligram. All done.
That is all now done. All now done. Well, I've been ignoring chat, so before I say what I've been vaping on, let's just have a little recap and see if we've got anything. Oh, Rufus wants to know where you are in Wales, Jay.
Oh, yeah, I've replied to him.
You have? Oh, there you go. You have. Mark, you taught half of the hobbyists how to build. Bill Richards. Thank you, Bill. That's nice, isn't it? You see, and that goes back to what my reviews are. They're instructional. And I think that was probably where we were when Bill wrote that comment. Matt Benson. Anyone else said anything of any importance? Flat pack fits in well. Bill Richards, flat pack. Oh, flat cap, I guess he means, doesn't he? I reckon.
Cap flap normally.
Cap flap.
Yeah, thank you, Pav. Remember to switch on the live chat. Bill Richards, Naturevape, you've been teaching people for a bloody long time. Yeah, I started when I was 15, and look at me now.
He's only 13 now.
It has been a long time. You count back and you think, you know, this vaping industry hasn't been going that long. It has, hasn't it? When you wind back, the time just flies by, doesn't it?
Yeah. You know, you got to think our first device I got with like 2006.
2006, yeah.
Which was from a garage.
Was it?
Yeah, garage. It didn't have any nicotine. It used to have like a low, medium, high.
Yeah, it was nicotine, wasn't it? The nicotine was low, medium, and high, wasn't it?
I'm trying to think. My very first e-cig was from Jack Vapor. It was one of their little
cigar-likes.
Yeah, cigar-like that screwed into a case that charged it up in the case.
They still sell them now.
Do they?
What a company they are as well.
Yeah, they do some cool shit.
Second one, I think I went up from there to a Vivi Nova.
With the wiggly tip.
Yeah, with the dangly wicks. The Vivi
dangly wicks, yeah.
Cartomizers.
Yeah.
And you couldn't get any better than that drip tip. Was it the clearer mines or clearer where you could actually bend the drip tip as well?
Yeah, that was on the Vivi Nova, that was, and a few others, like the iTaste, wasn't it?
iTaste.
iClear 16.
You could charge your battery on your phone, but then you couldn't vape.
Vapor, good evening. Chunk is in chat as well. Good evening, Chunk.
Evening, Chunky.
Anyone got a question for anyone? Aden, Jay, or myself? Just put the name in block capitals at the start, and then I'll see it a lot quicker. Other than that, I'm skimming through. If I've missed anyone's comment, please come write it again. Oh, here we go. Keith starts with a capital mark, so I know he wants me. Oh, look, I've blocked Aden off with it.
Don't worry about that. We're fine.
Oh, it'll save
So
you for
you're
it.
selling the. Have you just got the keys, the Solomon, the new Solomon from Keys?
We have, yes.
Right, so I didn't realise that there's somebody been sat in chat. Obviously, we've had all this about Jay Hayes and everything that's been happening with Vicious Ant. So there's another bloke who's sitting down there that's saying that he's come up with half the design to do with the Solomon.
Yeah, I addressed that. We talked about that last week.
Last week, yeah.
Basically, I mean, I said at the time that I helped them with this thing. Is it the Aden mouth to lung?
Yeah, the Aden mouth to lung, yeah.
And I actually found it downstairs as well. I've got prototypes here that they sent me that were improved on. That looks nothing like it, does it? That's because it was an early one. And I helped them all the way along with it. I had 3 prototypes, I think. And that, did I design it? No, but I helped them.
So is that with Keys?
Yeah, but I didn't expect my name on the box or.
Why not?
No, it's.
No. But no, I think that's wrong. I think if you've got any part of that, if you come up with an airflow of it, if you've come down with part of the deck and you've spent it, if they're sending you prototypes of it, obviously you've had a part to do with it. These companies make millions from us as vapors. You should, as a person, especially somebody who's a stockist, and you've always been big for them, or they always send you their stuff there. You should at least have Naturevape's name on it.
I personally don't agree with that. I'm not saying with that comment, with that particular tank. Yes, I helped them with it. I was a bit miffed at the time because I ordered them and they took forever to come, and other people got theirs before me, which did wind me up a bit. But other than that, I didn't expect, any recognition for that at all. That I get on well with them. They send me other tanks like they didn't actually with this mesh, but normally I'll get the tank a month before anyone else has got it. Where's that other keys one? Keys. Where is it? I've got so much stuff in front of me here. Here it is. There's the Solomon 3. That was a prototype. Nothing on the bottom. And it was just sent. It doesn't look anything like that. The Solomon 3, the release model that came out. So I'm actually pleased to get that, feel a part of it, help them with their product. That's what it's all about, isn't it? We're here to help people stop smoking, to get the best vape they can get. And
I totally agree with you. Obviously, they sent an email out though, phishing though. Did you see that email? Did you get it?
Well, I think all manufacturers are running out of ideas, and I think they wanted people to send them ideas. So, if he sent them ideas, you should make a mesh tank, and they've made a mesh tank. Does that mean he's designed it? I don't think so. But
ultimately, if you sit down there and they've sent you an email asking for your ideas, if you put an idea across and you say to them, look, this tank's going to look like this, you've got a deck that looks like that, your airflow is going to be like that, and then all of a sudden they come out with it, and you go, I'll tell you what, it doesn't matter, they just asked me for my idea. I don't think that's right.
All the time it happens in life, doesn't it? People ask for ideas. That doesn't. I don't know.
So what you're saying is, don't send your stuff to Keys.
Well, I mean, Shelley, if you've got a good idea, you could say, "Look, Kate, I've got a really good idea. This is what I want to build. If you build this and it's like this, I want to be a part of it." But I don't know what conversation they had. I mean, personally, if I told someone about how I thought to do a tank and they made it, I would then think, well, what a twit I was. Why didn't I ask for a contract? Where's the paperwork? But if I'd have got paperwork and said, if you design one to this spec, let's do some paperwork on it. There's plenty of time to do that in the build-up stage. And if you've got a contract and they released this tank, then fair enough, shout it from the rooftops. They've had me over. Absolutely fine. But if you've just sent them an email with a scribbly picture and said, this would be really good, and they've made something not the same, but they've thought, oh yeah, mesh tank. They've thought that, and they've made a mesh tank. I don't think he deserves credit for that. No, my opinion.
What do you think in chat? People tell me in chat if you come across and you say you get a piece of paper and you make a drawing.
Is that yours, Aden? That was Aden's the keys.
A drawing, something like that, and you sit down there and you go, look, I want this tank like this, and I want this tank like that, and then they suddenly come across and suddenly go, well, I'll tell you what, you didn't tell us exactly, but we've altered it. It's like second bit on this bit. Do you think in chat? Do you think you should actually have your name written on it and maybe get a bit of compensation on it?
So, do you say you got that email, Aden?
Yep.
Are you just pissed because they didn't make yours?
Mark, after this, brother, we're having a conversation. I've actually got some proper drawings.
Have you?
Got proper drawings. He's done them in crayon, ladies and gentlemen. He's done them in crayon.
Before I actually did it.
I'll tell you, now we know what to buy.
A little bit of dribble soaked into the paper.
Yeah. What do you reckon to the bit actually with JAs? Obviously, the bit
I've missed it.
Have you not seen it yet? I heard about it. Windy blanket evening.
He came across, and whatever you think of Jay Hayes is down to you on your own. I'm not getting into that a little bit, but he actually went with Vicious Ant, who he's worked with before, and he did the bit where you could actually lock it off, take the tank out, put another tank on, and then screw it back in. It were done. And he sort of put it across of their actual promotional video that they was bringing out for this new tank, which is actually called Bitch in Greek. So he brought that on, and he put it side by side, and it's like, well, yeah, that sounds totally like what you've just said.
Yeah. I haven't heard it in depth. I have heard about it, but I haven't heard about it in depth. But, I mean, again, Jay Hayes has got a massive following. He's, to be blunt, big enough and ugly enough to fight his own battles on that, isn't he? And
mate, he's a big enough boy.
Exactly. You know, so if he thinks he's been treated unjustly...
Aiden's going to bring out an RDA called The Bomb. No, that is going to be my Met mod. That's my Met mod. If anybody knows anything about me and my brother, we had a massive argument one Christmas about 3 years ago about Met mods.
Sorry.
It's a bomb. It's a bomb.
It's all right. I was answering a question at the same time there. It was rude of me, Aden. I apologise.
No, it's fine, bro.
Because I'm always well behind in chat, and I think it was Gaz the other night said it on the show. Why is Mark always so far behind on chat? It's not my chat that's behind, it's me. I just go through. He said it to you, didn't he, Jay, when you were on there?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd look through.
Now, Jay, we've been together, you know, like sort of casting for a lot of years. And when we started casting, there wasn't a lot of reviewers coming out with tanks, RDAs. No. They weren't coming out with mech mods. It's sort of like you had like the grim green sort of stuff. And I think we did a couple of shows about.
I think the first UK one was Richard Vick, wasn't it, with the mouth to lung, wasn't it?
Yeah, but in the UK. It comes with a B, Berserker.
No, it wasn't Berserker.
It's like a B though.
No, it was Berserker. It was an S.
It was a B.
It was an S. Sure, it began with an S. The Saver.
There were, but before that, then we had the US sort of side come across with it, and it were like, and then all of a sudden it just took off. That you had reviewers giving out ideas, and they were like, "There's millions of them now. There's millions of them. Well, not millions, maybe a couple of hundred, but
there's quite a few." People that we haven't even heard of.
Well, you've got to look at Mr. Right.
Who the hell's that? I don't even know who that is still to this day.
Well, Mr. Right did
just right.
The great thing about what he did was he come out with a mesh tank, but he gave five coils out with the tank. That were absolutely brilliant. The tank's all right. It's as good as the Falcon King, the Raptor.
Just sent a question there from Rufus. I'll put it on the screne. Maybe I will. Maybe, yes, I will. Is Keys a sub-company, stroke brand, or standalone? They are a standalone company. Keys, they're not associated with anyone, to my knowledge.
They always come out with phallus looking tanks or RDAs? Because they all look like widgets.
They all look like
old one somewhere.
Widgets, phalluses. If you ever got like one of the mech mods, it looked like you're actually. No, I've got the. If you go to like sort of like the mech mods and stuff, they always look like they were phallus shaped.
Who's Aden? Who's you talking about?
Keys.
Did they do mods?
Yeah, if you go and look at a lot of their mech mods with the tanks on top,
that
they
must have been before
like
I was dealing
the
with
phalluses.
I never have had a mod from Keys. They've always been tanks, always.
Yeah, I've never seen a mod from them.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, they did actually mech mods.
Did they? I
Mark,
didn't know that.
If you go to my brother, Mark reviewed. He were reviewing like 3 or 4 when they all come out, but they all look like widgets. Honestly, phalluses. It's the way that the dome, the top, and then underneath. One of the greatest single coilers is that they had with the Aden, which was really good.
I met him.
The Aden was cracking.
He messaged me and said, could he meet up? The guy from Keys.
And measure my penis.
No, but we met up. But I think I saw you at Expo, didn't I? No, I met him there, but he didn't have a stand or anything. He flew over to come and see me and other people as well, not just me. But I thought it was really nice of him, and he spent quite a bit of time with me. Ian Morrie, Mark ordered the Solomon mesh from you yesterday. Arrived today. Awesome RTA and awesome service. Thanks, Mark. You're very welcome, Ian. Thanks for the order. I noticed that I did my review, and I think I sold about 2. And I noticed that Mike Vape does it. We sell about 32. But never mind.
The thing about it is, obviously, I'm in your chat, so it makes no difference. They all know exactly what they're going to get from Naturevape. You're always going to get good quality service, and if it's wrong, he'll sort it.
Yeah.
His coils as well. Please get over and have a look at his coils.
The coils are banging.
I know you, Mike Vape. MF Vapes is now, but the coils that I've had have been absolutely fantastic.
Yeah. Them little those little 1.34 ohm mouth to lung stainless steel Claptons.
Because my hands won't work, but coils have been absolutely corking.
Brilliant.
Really good.
I'm glad about it. We do sell an awful lot of them. Sell hell and all to Germany. The Germans love my coils, and quite amazing. Matt
also,
Chandler,
get over as well. What I had was which I've run out of was the Vape Fly. You were the first one to send me a set of Vape Fly
cotton. Yeah.
Oh, they're absolutely amazing. So simple to use.
With the shoestring.
Especially the ones with the different colours in.
Yeah. What's the one that I've been using a lot lately? This Dudewick. Have you heard of Dudewick?
Oh yeah, Dude.
No.
Yeah, Dudewick. It's
Can you open it up and let me have a look?
It's like Muji.
Yeah, it's like Japanese organic cotton, but it's like
white.
Just whiter than white, and really...
Yeah.
Come on, focus, you bugger. There you go.
Yeah.
Just real clean tasting. I like that a lot.
So is it one of them things, obviously, with the Muji, that you've got to take the top off? You cut it, you then take the top off, and you've got whatever's left.
Normally, although with the Keys mesh tank, I didn't. I left that on.
Yeah.
And it seems to vape really well with it on.
See, with the Muji sort of stuff, I don't know if anybody else finds it. If you've had it for a while and then it starts expanding, you take it off, and then half of it disappears, and then you're like, what have I got now to try and... Nightmare.
Yeah, it can be a bit... accuracy is a problem there, because you'll drag half of it off as a thin bit, and the second half you got your thick bit.
It's not the greatest.
What's this all about, Aden? Is it a private joke, Matt Chandler? 3 men in a vape, or as I call it, Snow White and the Dwarfs?
What did he say? Sorry, say that again.
3 men in a vape, or as I call it, Snow White and the Dwarfs.
Well, it could be the dwarfs. Obviously, I'm not a dwarf. You all know how big I am. But he might be. You can't say that either about Flat Cap. He's huge.
And Flat Cap.
I'm huge one way, and Flat Cap's huge the other way. I'm 6 foot tall, a bit like a brick shit house, and Flat Cap's about 6'8".
And he
must be on about
like a beanpole.
He must be on about our wonderful Salford.
Yeah.
And Salford is definitely Mr. Grumpy. He's the most grumpiest man in vaping. And he won't mind me saying that either. I love him to bits. Everybody loves him. He's just the most grumpiest fucker in the world.
Wendy Black, what's Wendy put here? So this is a blast from the past, I think. Maybe nowadays, but back in the days, we worked together on the forums about what we wanted to see and how things could be better going from Carto to tanks. Yeah, those went. Those ideas went on to become. Yeah, and that's. I think that's getting alluding to what I was saying, that almost like share the love. We're here to progress the industry, I think, as well as we can. And with me, I don't. I'm not a. What's the word for it? I'm not like a possessive person. You know, if I've got if I can help someone, I will, and if that means I share knowledge with them, I will. It's just how I am.
Yeah, it's nice to hear that. Honestly, what you're saying is lovely. The one love sort of situation is absolutely fantastic if it goes both ways. Unfortunately, in our industry, the one love sort of side of it is gone. Yeah. There's a lot of people out there for the free shit. They're after the whatever they're going to get and what they're not going to get, and the same with the companies. If you're going to give a good idea, I'm not saying that you should get loads of money from it, but if you're going to give an idea that's going to inspire somebody, and the majority of your idea, I'm not saying that you just fit a coil in this way or you do that way or this is how it is, but you give a majority of an idea out of just niceness, out of just how that company should work. In the same way as what you're saying is, let's share the love. Let's put Mark Naturevapes, and the biggest person you need to look at this for is somebody that you backed 1,000,000%, and he's my mate and he's your mate, is Mr. Coyley himself. Yeah. He came up with a wonderful idea, and all them people copied it. And he came to you, and you did the
injection
molding.
Yeah.
And the rest of them screwed him. So in the same way, what you're saying to me, Mark, is why didn't they show the love the same way to them?
I agree. Instead of putting why weren't they more respectful? Yeah, I get that. Yeah, you're right. You are right with that. But you see,
and that's my point. Is if these, and you've probably got loads more money than I've got. I haven't got a lot of money. But if I sat down there and I came up with an idea and I gave it to a multi-billion-pound company who took all our money that I've been buying from for all these years and been promoting, why can't they just say, I'll tell you what, you've come up with a lovely idea there, I'll give you $60 off, 60 cents off of what I'm going to sell it.
That's fair enough. If that, we're back to it. If that was your idea, and if you've instigated it and you say, you build one like this, we need to have a proper conversation about how we're carrying this forward. I agree with that. I do agree with that. Yeah. I get what you mean, Aden, but it's a bit like what you're saying about Simon, with the coily tool and the self. It's a bit, things will only get better if you're a nicer person. There's a lot of people in this industry that, I've been in the car industry all my life, and everyone says they're crooks. Well, they're angels compared to some of the people in this industry, to be blunt. Yeah. But it's a bit like driving a car, isn't it? If you drive aggressively and you're carving everyone up, everyone will carve you up, and it all comes back to you. And I think that's a bit the same with this. If you're known as being a proper person, you will get that recognition in the end. You will get what you should have in the end, I believe.
But what you're going back is our sort of old way of us, how we all thought.
The
same as my mum. You must be a little bit older than me, only slightly. But my mum and dad brought me up in the same way. Yeah. But the world changed. It changed. Yeah. And the thing is, you can sit down there and be as nice as you want to be for the rest of your life. You will not get any further now. And it's a horrible thing to say. It might be at the end of it. Simon will be known as the most loveliest man in vaping. Will he be the loveliest man in business? Probably not, because nowadays it isn't like that. If you're known as being a nice man, it means that you've been walked over. Nowadays, it's a dog-eat world, and it's horrible. If you go back into the 70s, 80s, and there's a lot of people in here who'll understand what I'm on about, your life were totally different to what it is now.
Well, it is different, yeah. Of course it's different.
And you can sit there as much as you want and go, I'll tell you what, I'm all right, I'll give you that little bit. But they'll want a little bit more. Yeah. They've sent you all them different prototypes, Mark, and you've looked at them and you've done your bit. Somebody who's got a knowledge of things that have been sent over the years and gone, well, I've looked at that and I've thought, no, well, I don't quite work that way. I want to put it a different way. And then you've sent your bit back and you've gone, well, they'll send me their other tank with a bit of mesh.
No, I don't mean that.
But do you understand what I mean? It doesn't work that way. You've actually put your effort into that, so at least you should have a little bit of out of it, whether it's money or at least your name on it.
I get what you're saying. Right.
Your company's not for free.
Let me explain. This was the first mouth-to-lung prototype deck, right? Now, can you see what's wrong with that?
It's huge.
How are you going to get a mouth-to-lung off that centre there? It's just the biggest airflow in the world. And to be honest, you don't have to have... Most people in chat would have seen what was wrong with that instantly. They weren't used to making a mouth-to-lung tank. So, I don't know. I'd rather be... I'd rather be averagely well off, if you like, than I would be a rich, bitter, twisted, aggressive type person, because that isn't me.
Yeah, that's not the way I meant to come across.
You know what I mean.
It's not the way I come across. It's just that sometimes you sit in this industry and you've got these big uns and they push other people around, and it's like, do you know, if you've got your ideas, you might not be able to implement yourself, but then again, you're in a different situation. You could probably actually implement them and find the places in China to make what you want to make. But if somebody just comes across with them ideas,
and
they take, like you said, we were on about JAs. All right, he's got plenty of money. The way his life works now, he's done his bits. But you get Joe Blogs, just say Flat Cat Vapor or Pud Puff comes up with an idea. And then all of a sudden, and they've sent out a phishing email.
Yeah.
And then they send them over these drawings.
Yeah.
Steel. Send them all over.
Yeah.
And they go, right, we quite like this. Then all of a sudden.
Yeah. No, I get your point. We'll move on. Paul Hinchcliffe. This is a very good question and one I wanted to bring up. But Aden has brought this show to complete disrepute.
You should know what you're getting.
We've got a system, boss. Got a system.
Yes, sweetie.
He's still going. Paul Hinchcliffe, Mark, late today. Any date on the dock shell? Right. I have got news on the dock shell. Very few of them arrived today. Now, rather than put them in stock straight away, I thought I would save it for the people that actually do, as Aden said, support me, watch me. So I'm going to be putting them in stock. So if I can do it here, in stock now. And there is only a handful, so I've got to do it first come, first served. So if you lot have got anything else to chat about, see if I can find it.
What's the price on those, dude?
Sorry?
What's the price on them, man?
I can't
Ross Beak, I love you loads, bro. You're right. I should stop whinging.
Stop moaning.
But it's just how I am. DJS, you're right, brother. Stick with me. Yeah, that's the thing about China as well. They'll copyright and do their own little bits. You've got nothing to fight on.
Is that your...
Who's actually doing that to the chair? Is that you?
That's Jay.
No, it's not me. Not me.
Done.
I've
never done it on my phone before, guys, so bear with me. Right, I think.
What you need to do, mate, is swipe to the left.
I don't look at the same things on my phone as you. Right, that should now be in stock, if I've got it right. Let me just check.
I shall just look now.
I'll let Jay do it. Excellent. Dot shell.
4 in stock.
There you go. Does it say that?
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, it says 4 in stock.
There you go, folks. So if there is anyone in chat that wants them, i.e. Paul, then there they are.
Wouldn't it have been easier to go and ask him to go and check your website?
There won't be there long, I can assure you that. Right.
Go check his website. You might have come up with something else you might want to buy at the same time. Like coils and a bit more cotton.
I'm gonna get Aden a billboard and I'm gonna
walk around. That's how we walk around. I don't go far, mate. That's to meet at Top Club and back. Instead of you look, wherever you look to come from business, he's finding it out for him. Go and look on the website. There might be new deals that you could have found. There's plenty of deals as well, isn't there? Mark?
Sorry?
Is there plenty of deals on your website?
There is a discount code.
Okay, people who are in chat, go and check the website out yourself.
There's also a clearance page. There's one or two bits and
clearance
pieces on there.
It's Bill Solomon's.
Solomon's.
Oh yeah. God, I'm miles behind chat. That's about what you're going to call an RDA. Eden Rob, UK Vapester.
Mark, don't worry about chat in 2 seconds. Have you got anything else? Obviously, we've had the True Tank. Is there anything else that you've got that you've designed yourself?
No, not well. Pending. I'm going to say pending.
Pending.
So
not pegging.
Not
pending.
Yet, but it's in the pipes. I haven't actually said what I'm vaping on tonight, have I?
No.
You haven't allowed me to do my show in the normal structure, Aden. I've had a lot of guests and no one has been this disruptive.
I don't like change. I don't like change.
Change would be refreshing and rewarding, especially if you have a contract, Aden?
He's going to stroke my hair. Are you going to London Expo?
No, I'm not. No. When is it?
Saturday.
Yeah. Is it actually going to be a thing? How many people are going to be there?
I'm not quite sure. I'm going to be there.
Just open up. The hall will just be. The hall will just be completely dead with a bottle of Corona beer in the middle of it.
Well, you know I'd drink it.
Yeah.
I have got. What am I vaping on tonight? I am on. I just want to loosen this battery off and then tighten it up again. I am on the True Tank on an easy mod. But the difference with this easy mod, as Jay knows, I'm going to fire it up. So watch closely, everyone, when it comes on. Here it comes. Ooh.
Oh, look.
Evolved DNA.
Very proud of you, my old son. Very proud of you.
Before anyone gets excited, this wasn't sent to me from Ambition Mods. This was a faulty one. You'll see the serial number is 218. It's a very early one. If you can see it. There you go. Yeah. 218. So whoever sent this back faulty, thank you. I thought I'd have a go at putting a DNA 60 chip in it. And it works. Works great. The board, anyone interested in doing this and thinks, I don't know if I ought to tackle it or not. The board and the screen, you get the large screen, DNA 60 chip with a large screen, is the exact same size, and the wires, I've got the diagrams up for the chips, and the wires go in exactly the same holes. So if you can solder, you can do it. Easy.
Yeah. It's probably only about 3 wires, isn't it? 4
Thank
wires.
you, Simon.
1, 2, 3. Yeah, 3.
Positive in and out. Positive in and out. Yeah.
3 wires. Yeah.
Yeah. Battery plus and negative, and negative and positive.
So you'll have to solder. Yeah, you could leave. Yeah, about 3 wires. It's honestly, it's a doddle. So I've had a lot of people say, when are you getting the DNA 60 chip ones in? You can convert your own if you want. So it's not hard. If I can do it, folks, honestly, you can do it.
Well, it's a cracking little mod anyway, to be fair.
It is. But what I like about this, 2, 3, 4, 5, is I can now, of course, put it in.
Temp control.
No. Stealth mode. Whoa.
Stealth mode.
Oh, it's
how many people, just in chat, I'd like to know, how many people in chat use temperature control mode? I'd love to know. People in chat now, let us all know if you use temperature control.
There won't be many. There'll be 1 or 2. We've asked this before, actually. But my point with this is, it's a stealth mod, isn't it? And Ambition Mods, if you are watching this, and I know they do sometimes, you should have made that available on your chip. Because not everyone wants... I notice it, should I say when I'm driving? I do.
You didn't mean that, though.
I didn't mean that, obviously.
Obviously not.
An example would be when you're driving...
Cinema.
In the cinema. And you're not allowed to vape in the cinema.
You are, if it's stealth.
On the sly, like.
What's the whole point of stealth? Where are you going to stealth if you can vape? What's the whole point?
If you've got this glaring blue light coming from underneath, like this one, locked. There you go, like that one. You know, it is bright. And I've got like this chrome bit on in the middle of my steering wheel. Every time I vote, it just goes ping. You know, you can see that reflection. So you should have put Ambition Mods, a stealth mode, in your chip.
So use a piece of insulation tape.
So we've got DGS Nope. We've got Michael Nope. We've got Above the Clouds. Corking Review will go out and make sure you subscribe to that bloke. He's a lovely bloke. Not for me. Tetley Man, who's a star. Nope. Don't use temp, which is Rufus. Lynn, no. Keith, not for me. But then we've got, we could go that all the way through, but we've got one, yes, all day, every day, Matt Benson.
And Phil, exclusively.
Phil Lee.
Matt Benson does, yeah. Yeah, I knew you'd get a few.
Can you tell me as a reviewer, because I never use this, what does it give you more?
What, temp control?
To tell me?
Temp control?
Yeah.
Well, you might want to use temp control in something like this mesh. Because if you get a dry hit from mesh, there's nothing worse, is there? So the benefit, temp control on a mesh, would be you're avoiding that dry hit.
Yeah.
So that would be one positive reason. Why too?
Are you really? This is me not knowing. Yeah. Are you really?
I find
that at whatever Fahrenheit, you don't get a...
No. That's what it does. It shuts it off.
Just shuts it off, Aden. So if your wick is dry, it won't let it go dry. It won't burn the wick. You're eliminating dry hits completely.
It's great for mouth to lung as well. A lot of people a lot of the higher end boys use it for mouth to lung with stainless steel. Because you just like stainless. You know, if you got one of them, you can run a higher wattage to get that warm vape without getting that dry hit when you cut and cut.
I'm not a massive warm vapor anyway, but...
No, me neither. I like it slightly warm if it's a custard.
2 seconds.
Dessert.
Getting some lovely comments tonight. Daniel, this was on way behind, but I'm not worried. Oh, he's gone now. We can catch up.
Quick, run!
Daniel won't find better candles, stainless, Nicron coils anywhere, mouth to lung, to beautifully built aliens. For thank you, Daniel. Foggy Bumblebee. Put this one up as well. Easy Mod and True Juice is stunning. Thank you. Thank you, Foggy Bumblebee, for your order. Bill, if it's... Why do I have the Scottish roll leave the outer skin? Oh. I think that's a conversation within a conversation with Bill Richards. That would be about Muji Cotton. Wendy Blank, put that one up. I have the Keys Solomon coming. I'm nervous as heck to work with it. Mesh requires so much finesse. Wendy, have a look at I've done a review on it. Honestly, have a look at the review. If you build it how I built it, you will not get a dry hit. I've got mine here. It's sat around for a couple of days. I haven't used it. I picked it up tonight, and it's like I'd never let go of it. It's just...
Yeah, it's cracking.
Yeah.
Very impressed with it, mate, for the price
point. No
is...
sign of a dry hit whatsoever. Anyway, don't say anything now. He's back.
Mate, I've already destroyed your show. We're fine.
Have you had one of these, Aden?
What is it?
It's the K Solomon Mesh.
I had the Solomon Mesh. No, we were on about that just 2 minutes ago, weren't we?
Yeah, we are. But is it something that interests you, Aden? Is it a tank that would?
Yeah, that's my sort of stuff. Obviously, you sent down the mouth to lung stuff, which is not really my bag. You know, trying to get the coils in them, do my head in.
Do they? If you're interested in, and if it is your thing, what colour? Stainless steel.
Please. It's like these coils that you've got here, which are... let me just get me... These are Naturevape coils.
Contract, Aden, before I send it.
It will be reviewed. The coils sort of like this size. Let me just get me... it's a bit different, this on Skype, because I can't actually see what I'm doing, but I can get them in.
Tiny, aren't they? But they're cracking coils.
Tell me when it's in focus.
Yeah.
It's in focus, yeah.
But I can't deal with them coils. Because when you start getting into the point of trying to put your wick in, you start pulling them apart, and I start swearing to myself. Now I've got the True here. The True, I've used it lots and lots of times. It's a True.
When you put in the cotton in, Aden, hold the coil with your tweezers together and then slide
so
the
we've got the True. It's always there. So love the True.
Yeah.
Fantastic mouth to lung, and it's. I personally will put it on a part with the Steam Crave.
Right. What the glass?
No, not the it's not the glass, is it? Is the glass the Romerizer? Where is that?
Oh, yeah. Sorry, yeah, the Steam, yeah, Romerizer.
And mate, that's going to be my top mouth to lung of this year or last year. Absolutely corking. Really good flavour. And then you also got was it the other one you sent me, the ambitious?
Oh, the Purity mouth to lung.
Oh, the Purity, was it?
Was it? Again, just so fucking fiddly. Really good. But that sort of stuff is sort of down my.
What, the mesh is more down your.
He's more of a cloudy reprobate, that one.
Right. Well, I will.
Well, no, I like my mouth to lungs. It's just that my hands don't work. I've got arthritis in my hands, and trying to get them in, and it's just a nightmare.
This one is a doddle, Aden, to put a coil in with. I'll send you one tomorrow. Let's see what you think about it. Be nice to hear what you think.
Thank you. I appreciate it. And if I can get any big coils as well, I will stick them into my reviews.
You won't get
powered by the Naturevape.
Powered by.
Well, you are now.
You need to remember the
old NF's powered.
Yeah, do you remember the old Intel stickers? You need one of them, like that just says Naturevape inside.
Yeah, but when it comes to it, you have to make that.
Bill Richards, yeah, he's only ever used the coily. Coily for the win.
Coily is totally for the win. He is the actual. I've got about 18 of them. They're all around my house. I actually use them for my toilet paper and everything.
A bit rough, that jagged edge, isn't it?
No, I actually met the kids go down each notch and said, "This is how much you should take out." Instead of wrapping it around your hand.
Dear oh Lord.
Do you know what? I proper and I know Salford's in here. I proper miss the bloke. Every week of your life when you're talking about stuff and you're on a show, you're a little bit like last at Summer Vapes when we were all together and you were talking about it all, and then all of a sudden it stops. It's you miss that person.
Yeah, I bet you do. I mean, Simon is a lovely fella, and it's only his work life, isn't it? I think that otherwise he'd still be doing it. I think, wouldn't he?
That's all. And his wife as well, Helen. She's a lovely lady.
Yeah.
But yeah, not being that, it was like when Mark. Obviously, Mark's got his own show. Please go and check that out on a Thursday.
Solo.
Yeah, solo. When you're not together and you're doing that sort of things, it's not the same.
Yeah, absolutely. I still haven't finished what I'm vaping on.
Alright, we'll get there eventually. We've still got another fucking hour, haven't we?
He's a nightmare, isn't he? So I got through the truth. I went back to the gate. I purely, actually, this was a bit of a coincidence. Hold it up so you can see the gate.
That's what I want about gate.
Gate mouth to lung. I had it sitting here. This was after the show last week, wasn't it, Jay? It sat here. I basically had a coil and it wicked. I took this on holiday with me as a spare to use if I needed to, and I never did. And it's been sitting.
That's what it meant, Joe.
Always just ready for me to use. So, and I wanted to try. And what's prompted me to remember this was Keith has just put that Drake's Apple Net is awesome. I want to try some of the Drakes. Focus, Drakes. Come on. Behave yourself. There you go. Drakes.
That one's you got the burley.
In here, I've got I might be, if I'm pronouncing these wrong with my ignorance, I do apologise. Cavendish, that one's self-explanatory. And this is what I've got in there. Latakia,
nice.
Come on. What's the matter with this camera tonight? Latakia, that's coming in. And that's what I've got in here. It's very strong. Like a...
Told you it'd be strong, didn't I? It's quite earthy. Got a bit of smokiness to it.
And you know the odd thing, this confused me, Aden and Jay, that because I wanted to try it, and I didn't want to wait for it to put the nicotine in, so I thought I'll just try it zero nicotine, just try it for the flavours so I could try it quicker. Because of the flavour, and it's authentic. It's actually confused my head to thinking I am getting nicotine. Does that make sense? And
yeah, totally.
Normally, no e-liquid has done that for me before. And normally, always say this
because it's in that.
This ain't got any nicotine in there, but this confuses my brain. It must do. I think I am getting nicotine, and I don't feel like I'm. We spoke about this. It's like when you were smoking, you were like 3 or 4 hours. You were like starting to get anxious, weren't you, if you didn't have a cigarette? It's not the same once you get on the vaping, but even so, I still get like, I want nicotine, especially in the morning. But this just, honestly, it sort of negates.
I don't know. Sometimes I do. If you had a good beer and you think, oh God, and I know, like you said, the tobaccos though, when they don't seem to have that sort of thought in your brain of like, see a lot of the pod systems that have come through, and you think, oh, I don't normally like mate, that lovely pussy. We don't know. I don't normally like tobaccos, but when they're in like a pod system,
yeah.
But yeah, you're right. You sort of like get that tobacco sort of flavour, and it's not exactly the same, is it? You don't think you've.
It's that word. You're good with words, aren't you, Aden? Is it the placebo effect?
Placebo.
Yeah,
yeah. Go on. Well, what Aden is saying, he's good with it. So you're good with words like that, aren't
you? Yeah, especially at this time. Piss something. But yeah, you're right. It is. It's placebo.
As the James, what's this one? St. James
Perique.
Have you actually tried any of the
in the Kentucky?
Have you tried any of the juice cabin stuff?
I haven't as yet. No.
Oh, the red honey tobacco. Oh,
me and Paul McCartney went down and we actually went and watched how he did it.
Yeah.
Just amazing.
Yeah, because he'll do your own blend for you as well, won't he?
Yeah, you do your own blend. You can do everything. But it's something a little bit different, isn't it?
Yeah.
Mark, are you really into your tobacco vapes? Or?
I do like the tobacco that I've had for yonks is the Kona Packer by Manabush, or Indigene, but it's a collaboration between the two of them. And I like the fruits. I love my fruit vapes, and so like the mango, peach, and papaya, or the blackcurrant, raspberry and lime. But then all of a sudden, I think I've had my fruit vape. I want something now to completely change, and I'll vape a tobacco one or something for an hour, then I'll go back to my fruit ones again. And it's what I like.
That's why I really liked the Yalik Turkish, because it's got a fruitiness to it.
Yeah.
Because it's got like that Eastern sort of like dates and plums and stuff like that. It's got like a slight sweetness. Plunge? What are you on about?
Who was that bloke who did the Crow something we were talking about?
Crow Black, Druid's Brew.
Druid's Brew, they were really good. Mark, you never actually, your true flavours, you never actually come out with tobacco though, did you?
No. Tobacco is very, very difficult to do. And the steeping time it takes a long time to steep. I did speak to Josh about doing a tobacco flavour, but as yet we haven't got one. I've been actually talking about e-liquids as well. I've been adding on the site. Jack Rabbit, he's also got the guy Josh, lovely fella.
Brilliant bloke.
This company is his, Disperso. I've always struggled with the pronunciation of that as well. And within all these brands, I'll hold them up. There's one or two here. I can't see what I've got there, but there's the Udderly range.
I presume that's like a milkshakey range.
Udderly, it is. Yeah, strawberry milkshake, hazel milkshake, vanilla milkshake. They're now on. I've just added them to the site. They're now available. the 5 Valleys, which apple cider, lemon, pistachio, raspberry, bubblegum, black and grapefruit, butterscotch, caramel. Nom nom. And there, of course, there's mine. The true juice.
No, he's not with the same bloke, is he? Because he used to be with another part. When I first met him, was at Nottingham.
What, Josh?
Josh, yeah. When they first started out, they obviously had the Banoffee, which was absolutely gorgeous.
Yeah.
Then they had the melon, which I've still got up here somewhere. The one I actually bought from the show, which we were going about 3.5 years ago. And he was actually with somebody else, him and his friend. They come out all nice, shirted up, and then they did this strawberry that come out, the strawberry, which was at Telford show.
Yeah.
And obviously come out with the Lady Rabbit. Is it Lady Rabbit?
Rachel Rabbit.
Rachel Rabbit stuff. Yeah. Really, really good. What's it called? Mixologist? Or is it, what are they called? When they mix stuff, what they're called?
Oh, yeah, I know what you mean, yeah. Oh, God.
He's really good. I think he's near enough around about the Rochford project sort of stuff, like Jay. You know, Jay sits down there and does some really good flavours. He's a nice bloke as well.
Definitely, but I've always struggled to. I've catered for e-liquid in an appalling manner as a business in the past. You know, that's fact. But that's because I've sort of tried a lot of this juice and I'm like, no, I'm not stocking that. I don't like it. And if you were getting back to being a rich man or a poor man, I could have been a lot more wealthy if I'd have stacked the shelves high with e-liquid in the past and just not cared. But for me to stock it, I have to like it as well. And I like what he does with e-liquid. I think it's good quality, premium juice, and you know, I'm happy to go forward with it. So
do you know, I'm getting a little bit bored now of the fact that everybody's coming out with desserts.
So what would you fancy then? What would your...
Do you know, I'd love it. I spoke about this on the show. I'd love a nice spearmint. I'd like a little nice menthol. I'd like to just have a bog standard peach without anything
else. You did your own, didn't you?
Behind it.
Didn't you do your own Tic Tac?
Yeah, we did the Tic Tac. We did the, which is a lovely, lovely juice. A little bit too sweet for me. I didn't have loads to do with that, but you can get that from the juice cabin. Again, when somebody does a juice for you, you only have a little bit to put into it. I would like it. I would have liked it a little bit different.
Right.
But that sort of stuff, your Skittles.
Yeah.
Everything nowadays is to do with what I think is to do with desserts. I've got a brand new range sent out now. This is actually quite nice, but the King Kong range, it's all to do with desserts. I would like to see more. Experiment. Moko Yatsu Bolt was the first review I ever did, and it was a beautiful spearmint. You know, like what you actually got the chewing gum for. Yeah, and a little bit of bubble gum behind it. The other one that came close to it as well was what they called, not Dr. Vapes. It's the other one. And it was called Watermelon Bubblicious. It were absolutely beautiful. Again, you're not getting these on your normal shelves. No. You're not getting them on your bricks and mortar.
No.
Everything's got to be some papaya, dragon fruit, and something else. Let's go back to normal stuff.
Yeah. Mark, got a question in chat for you, mate.
I was just reading Daniel's comment.
From Paul Hinchcliffe. Mark, I've ordered the dot shell. Do the airflow plugs from the tripod fit? Does it really show online?
Yeah, they do. Cross-compatible.
Cross-compatible. Yeah. There you go. Yeah. Presumably he ordered them as well, did he? They're on. No, he didn't. I told him about their own separate link if he needed them.
Right. If you who was that? Sorry.
That was Paul Hinchcliffe.
Paul, if you're still listening, if you do want them and you order them as a separate order, I'll send them together and I'll refund you postage afterwards. That's the easiest way.
God, do you know when you sit down here, Mark? You know when you obviously do your show and you always like to keep it a little bit away from your actual store. You know, like you don't want to be a person who's that you're trying to push.
I try to. Otherwise, it's just like a Saturday morning swap shop sort of thing.
Oh, mate, what a show that was as well.
That's good. Yeah.
Do you not feel sometimes maybe of sitting down here? Because I watch this. I normally watch your show on a replay when I'm actually putting my reviews together, I always watch your show afterwards.
Right.
I often thought to myself, do you never think that maybe, like this 1 week, you'll put a code and go, look, if you put week whatever on, you're going to get 5% off on this, or I'll tell you what, I'm going to give anybody who watches this show, I'm going to give you something off of what I've got.
Well, most people in chat, I would say, they know there's a standard discount code of NV10, NV10, which, Jay, you've put in chat before.
Yeah, I've put it in chat, yeah.
I have put it in chat tonight. That's to help me. This gets back to sharing the love, doesn't it? I've helped tonight with, I know that those dot shells are going to be bang, they're going to be gone. And there won't be any more. There's some more coming in March, but there won't be any more till March. So, just you guys are supporting me, so that's my way of saying to you, Here we are then, guys. You're the ones that care. You're the ones that watch.
Yeah.
It's in stock for you, and same with the discount code. But I don't want to sit here and ram down everyone's throat that, like, you gotta buy this. It's just not me.
Yeah.
It's not me at all.
But we have our chat, and you show what you've got in and stuff like that, and that's enough, isn't it?
Yeah, no, Mark, obviously I've known you for a lot of years. You're exactly the same as you are on camera, as you are as a person. You are a genuine bloke. I sort of, like you're on about your clearance stuff or all like that. So look, if you all come in the next 3 hours, you can get this for that. I think some of these people love them deals, because if we go back when Jay will tell you, when we went on, obviously we were on the VUNK network, they used to do the deals and steals, didn't they?
Yeah, steals and deals.
Right.
Yeah.
Which were a brilliant, absolute segment, which I absolutely loved.
It was hilarious trying to empty everyone's wallets every week, wasn't it? Watching everyone go, oh, fuck. And the next minute, he spent like 300 quid because someone's gone and added stuff to his basket. Like,
they just found like sort of deals that were on network, obviously on different people's sites, and they were like, this is what we've got, and it's on this point. Now, I know exactly what you're like. You're not like, I don't want to bother push my site, but do you know, like if you were on your show, which you're talking, what you're getting 500-600 people viewing on your actual on your show. If you went, look, I'll tell you what, till tomorrow at 12 o'clock, I've got this. You can have that tank at this price. I wouldn't think that were terrible.
Might be a good way to get rid of them Arctic dolphin mods you still haven't put on the site.
I've won the award for the worst businessman ever with those mods, I think. But I hear what you say, Aden, but it's, do you know what I mean? I think it's hard enough reviewing products and not. People are so quick to criticise, and if they think, oh, he's only doing it because he wants to sell stuff, he's only having a Tuesday night show because he wants to sell stuff. That's not why I do it. In my heart of hearts, that's not why I do it, and I don't want it to become that. I really don't.
I think if people knew you, which I think obviously the people who are watching, you're getting quite a lot who watch it, know you're not like that.
Yeah, yeah.
You've been on quite a number of my shows and the shows that I were on before, and people know that you're not quite like that.
No, I'm not at all. But I do hear what you say. So
Ross Beak as well. Are you getting the Nautilus GT in?
No, you've got it in your shop, haven't you, Jay?
Yeah, we've sold quite a few of them. I've got two myself.
I've got one coming out for a review.
Lovely tank. Those 0.7 mesh coils are banging. For mouth to lung.
I'm scrolling through chat and I've got people talking about temp control. That's how far behind I am. How long ago was that?
That's ages. We've gone past temperature con loads.
I'm going to scroll. Sorry if I've missed someone's comments. Oh, guys, I'm sorry. I'm going to scroll down. Tonight has been an absolute disgrace.
Can somebody read Wendy Blank? What? Can somebody read that for me? I've been working again on creating breakfast pairings, which relies heavily on balanced blends of bakery notes and fresh fruit, perhaps a smattering of dairy.
I don't think I've missed too much. Oh, here we go. And put it on the screen, Aden.
I think that's brilliant. Here's one for chat as well. Do you have different vapes for different types of the day. Do you have a vape for the morning? Do you have a vape for afternoon? And do you have a vape for nighttime?
I think you have
Let us know in chat.
You have a vape for summer and winter as well, don't you? In the summer, fruits to me
nice lemonade in the summer, isn't it? Yeah. Nice lemonadey vape in the summer. Nice fruity, refreshing one. Maybe a tiny drop of Coolada in it.
I have, again, it comes down to because you're reviewing. You get
spoiled. Your mouth just gets spoilt with so many flavours. You don't know what the hell's going on.
Ah, right.
Well, it's the same as I've just been rocking yours. I did the review for it. The Vimto. The Vimto from True Vapor, absolute fantastic flavour. And also, I've just finished the bottle off upstairs. Again, this is one of mine after I've had my dinner because I'm not really into desserts. The Bakewell.
Yeah, Bakewell.
Bakewell tart. Yeah. We do a Bakewell tart. Is that the one? No, you weren't on about that, were you?
Yeah, that's the one I'm on about, yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Well done, mate. Keep up, Mark. Keep up.
I'll tell you what I was looking for, okay? I was looking for Salford's comment about a charity show because he wrote on here somewhere, and I wanted to put it on the screen. That was all, and I can't find it.
That will be to do with the Misfits.
Yeah, I saw him put
the Mind.
And I just wanted to plug it for him. He did speak to me earlier about it. I didn't actually know who he meant.
True Vapor, Chris. You know him, you met him.
Yeah.
Here it is. Bosh. On the screen. Salford Vapor, did you guys know there's going to be a mental health charity show on the 28th of March to raise money for Mind? Going to be the Vaping Misfits on the True Vapor channel.
Cool.
So who's the True Vapor channel?
It's Chris.
It's Chris. Now, if you want to, I think you might have met him at the expo. A couple of lads have got Tourette's as well. Really, really nice blokes. Matt and
I forget the name of the other one.
Really nice set of people. The channel that they've got, unfortunately, it's a little bit on a Saturday night now. You've got loads. Trying to watch channels and stuff, it's just like loads. But if you can, please, anybody who's out there who's watching different your own stuff on a Saturday, please go over on and do the catch up on the True Vapors channel.
Yeah. Everyone's putting in here. Are they on about where? There you go. What they like to play. Tennis. Emma Douglas, hi everyone. You're a bit late on parade, Emma. We're nearly finished. It's 10 o'clock.
That's great. Flat Cap says fruit for the day, fruit for the night, and dessert when I'm drunk. I'm one of these. Once you've had your dinner, I quite like. Instead of having your pudding, obviously I look like I've had lots of pudding, but I do like a desserty flavour afterwards. The Rochford Project, Lemon Lush. Oh, baby.
And after a Sunday roast, would that not still be like a tobacco flavour?
I like a tobacco in the evening, or a custard.
After your food, I think. A big old plate full of grub, I think. A tobacco flavour for me.
Get that in a pod system. I love it in a pod system. 20 milligram. I love a 20 milligram.
Did you have
this
one?
I like a morning 20 milligram.
Do you have that one, Aden? The artery?
No.
No? That was good. The little rebuildable head in that was cracking. Very, very good.
My fingers won't work on that.
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
Of course.
I end up shaking, and it's not obviously the beer, by the way. It's just the fact of, especially now I broke my hand, is even worse, but just trying to get them coils in, it's a nightmare. And then you're trying to fit your wick through it, and it's bending, and I'm not the greatest builder in the entire world. I never were. And Mark used to take the piss out of me because I think we go back like 4 years ago. Mark used to proper take the mickey out of me. Louise used to do my build.
Right.
Louise were ace at it. And
see,
I get to the point where you do the up and close the camera. I had to learn to do it myself.
I had an idea for people like that. You struggle with the mouth to lung coils. If you could find the right diameter piece of tube, a really fine bit of tube, that you could just put the cotton in. You had a little holder to hold it. You could slide that in the coil and then pull your cotton through, and then pull the.
I suggested that with Simon's version 2 coily.
Yeah.
If we were going to do it, I said if you put holes in the coil as well, so you could pre-slide your cotton through that hole, then know it's going to fit before you mangle the coil.
Yeah.
Which would be dead easy to do, wouldn't it? Dead easy to do. What are you laughing at, Aiden? What are you laughing at?
Oh, it's just me lads in chat. You know, the bit of support, which is really nice. I have Flat Cap, and we've got Mighty Chandler. A lot of people who, obviously, you know, I suffer from mental illness myself, and it's just so nice that we've given them a shout out, and they're all shouting back as well. It is now. Please make sure you get over to their channel. It does mean a lot. It does mean a lot.
And yours tomorrow night, which I will try.
Well, yeah, because you're coming on that, aren't you?
You did speak to me earlier, didn't you?
Yeah, you're coming on that, aren't you, Marky?
Honestly, you don't know how busy I am.
Come on, just for an hour.
I feel like I'm living to work, not working to live.
We will be working when you come on our show. You know it. You are the most person who's been on our channel. We've even got James Drawbridge coming live from Paris.
Have you? Wow. So plug it in, Aiden. That's tomorrow night.
See, when Mark first come on our show, he was live in his conservatory with 3 flies.
No, that was in the log cabin, wasn't it? They drove me mad. It was just, I was trying to sit there and I hate flies, absolutely hate flies. I was trying to be all casual with this fly swat and just go. Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, we've had some good giggles.
Right,
but going back to what you're saying, that's what it means. You know, like set of us sat down here having a giggle, good giggle. That's what it means. Not so much of these companies taking you in ideas, but us sat down here laughing, having a bit of a beer.
We share the love. Yeah. Right, well, I think we've come to an end. We only normally go till 10. We've got 61 people watching, folks. 38 likes. Come on, we got the 50.
Come on, get them thumbs up going, guys. Get them thumbs up going.
The thumbs up. We got the 50 last week, and then I'm sure we've entertained you enough tonight to get 50 thumbs up, haven't we?
Yeah, well, it me slurring for the last 2 hours, so it must be good.
Well, you've had a laugh, haven't you, Aiden? I've never seen you so jovial or something.
Now, the end is near.
I don't know what you're drinking, but I'll have some of that.
You know, a bit if you want. I'm a bit like a Chinese company, can share, but I'll tell you what, your name's not going on it.
He's not going to let that go, is he? That one's going to come up in years to come. I know it is.
Right, you're right. Bill Richards, what's the last bit of your buffet?
Did you finish your buffet, Mark? What buffet? What?
Your vol au vents.
Me vol au vents?
Sausage roll.
Come on. Explain. I'm not with you.
It's what you're vaping on.
Did you finish it?
He means your buffet of your vapes, doesn't he? Because you kept getting interrupted when you were doing.
I'm with you. Did I finish? No.
Yeah.
I just packed up in the end. I just let Aiden just destroy it all. I mean, pretty much the last one was the solid mesh, which I've been vaping on, so it doesn't matter. It's irrelevant, but I think we've enjoyed talking about what we're on, and Aiden, it's been lovely to have you on. So, James, would you like to say good night?
Thanks everyone for watching, and we shall see you next week. Thanks for keeping us all involved with the chat. When Aiden wasn't, when we could get a word in.
Know me better.
If I do go on his show tomorrow night, that's only borrowed tonight. I can lay back. Aiden, would you like to say your good nights?
Big love to everybody in chat. Thank you very much for making the show absolutely wonderful. Without you, we are nothing. The Spanners, you have been a bunch of stars. Thank you so much for supporting us, and make sure you're here next week, same time, 8 o'clock. No, 8:30. 8:30. Make sure you come and support the lads. Absolutely fantastic bunch of people. Also, make sure you get over to Naturevape, one of the only set of companies who actually have that lovely quality. If anything goes wrong, you go to Mark. Big love, people. Look after yourself. Thank you very much for having me on, and goodbye. Yo, yo, yo.
Thank you, Aden. Yeah, I just ditto what Aden said really about chat. I've been worse than useless tonight about your questions and following chat tonight. I'm sorry. I'm normally bad, but tonight I was particularly bad, so I apologise about that. But Aden, it's been lovely having you on the show. You've brightened the place up. We've all enjoyed it. It's been fantastic. Till next week, folks. 8:30, same time, Tuesday night. Take care. Thanks for watching. Bye.